We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Muscles by at the 25. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Minshew going to look to throw it right away. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he stopped immediately there. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is when we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Tua going to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
You talk about this Miami defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league...
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Minshew. His early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half. All right.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Well, that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now Minshew. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Bradley Chubb drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Get set. Solo left Zion.
Looking to pass. Tua. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they work this out past the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
21G, 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Dolphins at 1-8 now on the year. They come in on a 1-game winning streak, CD, if you can call it that. But remember, that was on the heels of an 8-game losing streak. So try to keep it positive here.
I'm going to take your advice. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it positive. Let's face it, it's almost like in the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. They're hoping to make this an extended run now, not close after one performance.
On play action, here's Tua. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Out of the gun is Minshew. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught, and they work this well upfield across the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll drop to throw, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Yeah, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Stays on his feet. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Ooh, with a juke. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This goes out wide from Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Minshew sets to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Slot man moves right. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Dolphins at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Max Crosby getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll run right side with Mostert. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here's Minshew. He completes it right side to White. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Minshew.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown Raiders.
Michael Mayer taking it in. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Dolphins 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So you're saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Down the left sideline.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake, got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
It's caught. Beckham. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Second down and 8.
Hey, get safe.
Beckham in motion right.
Looking to pass. Tua. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. Second and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Out of the gun is Minshew.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Hey, 21 TA.
Tua sets up to pass it.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have us down deep into Vegas territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Dolphins have retaken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This goes out wide from Madison. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Open man is Tucker. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Now Minshew. Short throw caught by Bowers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. inside.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Minshew.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Here's Minshew.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
He's got room to roam.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a give to Madison running right.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Another carry now for Madison. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. This is 1st and 10. Now Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Now the ball comes loose. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas,
it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
they don't